Welcome back. Now, in this section, we will learn about Lean Canvas. And part of this, let's review this business model Canvas. Okay. If you go to any business school for an MBA or something, if you want to be an entrepreneur, they'll ask question, where is your business plan? So business plan is like 10 to 20 pages of document talking about each and every detail and what is your idea and how are you going to make money, who are your customer. So all kind of questions. How, but to understand this business, you have to read these 20 pages. And so this guy, Alex Osterwalder, came up with the idea, how do we convey a business in one page rather than in 20 pages and torturing the students to come up with a business plan. How about coming up a business model which can help students as well as investors to understand all about this idea and business from one page. Okay, so he invented this business model Canvas. So part of this, I want to show you this YouTube video. Let's take a look at this.
An organization's business model can be described with 9 basic building blocks: your customer segments, your value proposition for each segment, the channels to reach customers, customer relationships you establish, the revenue streams you generate, the key resources and key activities you require to create value, the key partners, and the cost structure of the business model. But it's not sufficient to just enumerate the 9 building blocks. What you really want to do is to map them out on a pre-structured canvas. This is what we call the business model canvas, a tool that helps you map, discuss, design, and invent new business models. Let's briefly go through the 9 building blocks, starting with the customer segments. These are all the people or organizations for which you're creating value. This includes simple users and paying customers. For each segment, you have a specific value proposition. These are the bundles of products and services that create value for your customers. The channels describe through which touchpoints you're interacting with customers and delivering value. The customer relationships outline the type of relationship you're establishing with your customers. The revenue streams make clear how and through which pricing mechanisms your business model is capturing value. Then you need to describe the infrastructure to create, deliver, and capture value. The key resources show which assets are indispensable in your business model. The key activities show which things you really need to be able to perform well. The key partners show who can help you leverage your business model, since you won't own all key resources yourself, nor will you perform all key activities. Then once you understand your business model's infrastructure, you'll also have an idea of its cost structure. So with the business model canvas, you can map out your entire business model in one image. This works for startup entrepreneurs just as well as for the most senior executives.
Okay, so as you have seen the video, it is talking about these 9 building blocks to convey the business model. In fact, these 9 building blocks not only to convey to someone, it helps you to figure out uh, to improve the idea into proper analyzing and how are you going to convey this to other people, and also what all do you need to have to work on this idea. Um, yeah, you may in this 2 minutes video you might have missed some of the parts, but it's okay. I'll try to cover some of these things again in the next slide. But if you want to learn more about it, you can Google about business model canvas and you can find detailed information about each of these building blocks. Okay, so here I want to talk about this guy Ash Maurya. He wrote a book called Running Lean. So this book is basically is a combination of whatever we discussed so far with from Steve Blank and Eric Rice and Alex, who invented business model Canvas. So he took best of all these three guys and wrote in this book. So I'm not saying you should read this book, but if you have to read one book about this lean startup, this will be a good thing. So what I liked in this book, which I want to use it here to convey a better concept, is the lean canvas. He built this lean canvas based on the business model canvas. So even it has the same 9 building blocks, but instead of going with some of the things which may not be required immediately, he replaced them with different building blocks like problem. So tell me the problem, what you're trying to address, and then tell me the features, what you are trying to give as a solution to the customer. And then the unique value proposition is what solution you are, what product are you giving to this a customer. And then unfair advantage is what advantage you have so that you are using for this startup. And then customer segments, so whom you are targeting, who are your target customers, and are they male, female, are they in US or are in one particular state, what are they doing. So you can segment customers based on demographics and geographics. And then you can you need to understand, okay, how are you going to reach these customers, what channels are you going to use to reach these customers. And then key metrics, uh, how are you going to measure your success, what are you looking from this startup as such to show that you're progressing. Okay, and the bottom two blocks are talking about finances. One thing is what's your cost structure looks like, how much you got to spend per month or per year, where you have to spend money, what all you need to buy. And then the revenue stream other side, how are you going to make money. Okay, so what kind of revenue streams you can get with this idea. So let me show you these 9 blocks for one of my idea. This is parttimestartups.com, right? As I mentioned before, I want to start this website as part of this course. So what is the problem I'm trying to address? I'm trying to address the problem that many people who want to start a company or a startup, they don't start because they have the problems such as lack of time and fear of failure, or they think they need to invest too much of money. And what solution I'm offering here? The solution says how to start part-time. You don't have to quit your job, you can still start part-time. And then I want to convey some success stories who did this part-time startups, and then I want to show their stories. And also I want to give them how to manage freelancers such a way that you can use less money and work on part-time and then still try to get a profitable startup. Okay, and what is the unique value proposition I'm going to offer to the customers is this is part-time startup while managing the risk and resources. So to do this, what is the unfair advantage I have? As I mentioned, I have 15 years of IT experience. Well, that may not be sufficient. I have a MBA from top 10 in one of the top 10 university in the US, and I have launched many startups in part time. So that is advantage I have in this area. So who are my targeted customers? Because I don't want to say everyone who wants to start up is my customer. I want to start with focused customer segment. So I'm going to say maybe I'll start with reaching IT employees who are having skills but they who want to code and do some programming and start up some website or something, but they are not doing, and who are entrepreneurs. So they are my customer segment. And then how do I reach these customers? These are all my channels. Like I probably the first thing I have to do is search engine optimization. We will learn about all these channels later in the marketing section. But here I'll use all these channels, SEO and blogs and guest posts and part-time startup course. That's what you're listening, right? And social media and startup meetups where in my local place wherever I live in, right? And then, so key metrics. How do I measure the progress of this website? Uh, how much I'm selling this course, right? If I'm selling 1,000 people, that's a very good thing, right? The course sales, and then registrations. Who are registering into my site, and then who are visiting, and how much time they are spending, the user traffic. Okay, so for good, right? But what is my cost structure to build this? Okay, so to host a website, which we are going to see in the next sections, it is not going to cost much. It's $8 per month or even less than that. Who are going to be my staff for this? I'm thinking maybe I will hire 2 freelancers and probably around $10 per hour cost, maybe less, maybe more. But an average, let's say, I'll ask them to work 50 hours per month each. So that comes like 100 hours uh, for 2 people, and then $10 per hour. It comes $1,000 per month. And then I have to look at my time also. How much time I have to spend on this website? Maybe 50 hours per month. So if I take a minimum, my hour cost or the opportunity cost is $50, then that means I'm going to spend $2,500 on this website. Okay, so this is just to get an idea. Okay, is it worth pursuing for me? Okay, what is the returns I'm going to get? So that's where the revenue streams comes into picture. Yeah, once I get a traffic, I can do advertisements, so I can make money out of that. But advertisements may not be sufficient. I can do affiliates where I can promote other people's product and I can get affiliation fees, and then I can sell this part-time startups course. Now that way I can make up my money. So this is where we're getting a little more advanced here. That your idea not only just being an idea here, we're trying to break this idea into multiple blocks so we can see a big picture and complete picture. So this is where the lean canvas comes into here. So I hope you got the information or concept and advantage of this lean canvas, where you can start filling your idea, not only to convey for other people, but also to help yourself to understand what all you can do. Okay. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next section.